All right, I think I'm back. Give me just a second to let the stream get caught up. Double check everything. Hey, there we go. We've got the stream from YouTube is up. The first pitch is in there for a strike. Again, I've got to get this set up. Sorry, guys. You're going to miss a couple pitches, it looks like, as Soup gets caught up. Yeah, I had to redo everything, Jim. I'm still waiting on Soup to get the stream reset up. I can't. I guess I can switch it over. That's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, and it's the time of the year. Unfortunately, it's the time of the year. I'm not sure why the old Soup stream is not working though. It says it's working, but it doesn't seem to be. There we go. I think we finally got the Soup stream. And that's going to be our first single of the day. Just a second, guys. And again, I'm trying to get everything. I guess I'm going to have to deal with that. All right. So hopefully, you guys on Soup are back, as that is going to be a ground ball up the middle from OG1. And our first base runner is on thy bases. Anybody in Soup watching, can you send a message to make sure that it is working for you guys? As that's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Second baseman tosses into way down third base. OG1 guts back, and he's going to be out at second base. Wow, what that is rough. Second baseman ground ball, tries to flip it to the shortstop for a double play. The short air mails it over. Third baseman goes and grabs it, is able to throw back to the shortstop, who tags the runner out. All right. Thank you, Dinger. I was just making sure that you guys are able to see it. I have a big error message. All right. Thank you, guys. It is my away jersey, but my home jersey is actually in the washing machine because I wore it the last 2 days. All right. Let me get caught back up here. All right. Hong Chang-gi steps in. I can, Birds. I don't though, because I use the same audio for Soup and for YouTube, and I don't have the rights to send the game audio to the Soup broadcast. It would take a little bit for me to split the audios. So I don't. I could, but it'd be kind of a pain. The other thing is I'm currently working on not getting the audio from the game, but I have been working on adding the sounds. So like, I'm working on adding the actual player music and stuff that will play in the background. He's only got a couple more weeks, Arpo, anyway. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Ong Chang-gi. And he steals, and he's in there. Stolen base there again. LG loves to steal them some bases. They love to run. I always got to correct myself there. All right, the 1-2 pitch. And that's fouled. He's not able to hold on to it, though. And stays 1-2.
Thank you for the recommendation, Luke JP.
Thank you, Luke. Welcome, welcome. All right, 1-2 pitch. Nope. He's going to say wait. Samsung? That would probably, I would think they have an advantage. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout to end the inning for Lachlan. We go to the bottom of the second. It's zeros. See if I can get everything figured out. Yeah, this is a really tricky game. Samsung is just so much better at home that they're hard to not put. They're not hard to not pick. Their offense is so good. Im Chang-gyu is not the best pitcher against a team like Samsung that has a lot of power hitters, especially in a park like that. While he is a big ground ball pitcher, obviously letting a few guys on base is a recipe for disaster. Hong Chang-gi has been awful all year, though. All right, see if I can get my my numbers caught up here. Seven. Right, the Samsung's going to have their 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. All right, so sounds good. Yeah, tomorrow will be Hanwha versus Lotte. See if I can get my stuff caught up. There we go. I think so. All right, Diaz looks at strike one right down the middle. 18 pitches in that first inning for, or sorry, 17 pitches in the first inning for Im Chang-gyu. And the 0-1 pitch way up high. I should have left the ball on there. I want to know. And the 1-2 pitch to Diaz, or 1-1 pitch to Diaz, misses outside at 2-1. Yeah, Hong Chang-gi has not been good at all this season. Honestly, he's been awful. He has 3 home runs on the season, 333, plays position number 3. Threes are wild, apparently. And the 2-1, a beautiful breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 2-2 now. No, I'm all right. It's just my voice. It's this time of year. It happens every year. Because I often sleep with the windows open, and it's cold at nights. So, yeah. Mhm. But yeah, my voice is a little off as that one is lifted up, foul, and stays 2-2. But I'm not missing any baseball, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still here for you. Doesn't matter if I'm good or bad. We are still streaming some baseball. All right, the 2-2 pitch. It sets up just above the knees, waits on the curveball, and fouls it away. Stays the 2-2. Kim Jong-gyu, again, probably one of the softest throwers in the league. Fastball, he actually throws it 40% of the time, but only 138. Off speed and location. It's the I always say he is the Greg Maddux of the KBO. He is the Greg Maddux of KBO. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch. Yeah, I mean, fastball 40% of the time, 138 kilometers an hour. Arpo. Change up off of that 31% of the time. Just changing speeds, but that is a ball into the dirt, and it's 1-0. UG Huck having a fantastic start to his season, still hitting a 431 on the season. A good thing, because with the other guys missing in the lineup, you're missing again your starting left fielder, your starting right fielder, and your starting third baseman. It is a good thing that he is having a good start to the season. Otherwise, Samsung would be in trouble. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that is ripped into a right. No, just gets foul. Thought that was going to get down, but it did not. I've had some guys that threw pretty decent fastballs. His curveball, average is 111. There are definitely a lot more guys throwing 111 in the social baseball in the higher leagues. All right, the 2-1 pitch to UG Yuck. Grounds it foul, 2-2. Yep. As long as you can change speed and be deceptive, you can pitch with any speed. But obviously, speed also helps. That is lifted up. Third baseman in foul territory makes the catch, jumping back behind his head. And the defense is on display today, ladies and gentlemen. The defense is on display. Yeah, the big problem with Korean baseball is they teach them throw hard, throw fast. That is the key to victory, but they forget that they've also got to throw strikes. And that's outside. Ball 1-0. Yeah. Yeah, because Gubon Hyuk has not been playing well. Chun Sung Ho has been playing well offensively. And the 1-0 pitch misses low. He is just missing the strike zone. Oh, Jun Byung-woo. And that finally catches the bottom of the zone there. And it's 2-1. Jun Byung-woo hitting a 407 in his replacement duties, 11 hits. Again, the normal third baseman, Kim Young-un, is no longer on the first team, and that is going to be lifted into right field. It's going to drop in front of Hong Chang-gi, and they are on base with the first hit for Samsung. There goes the perfect game. There goes the no-hitter. And we have our first base runner for Samsung. That's why he's at third base, ladies and gentlemen. Plays third and first. For now. All right, Kong Min Ho featured on the main page of today's game, ladies and gentlemen. Getting a big spot on the preview photo. A pitch or a catcher's battle. Guys that were last year in the middle of the lineup, and this year they're way down in the 8 spots. That one's lifted up. Chun Sung Ho back into fair territory, makes the catch, and that is 3 away. They get a runner on base with a 2-out single, but it's nothing after that. So we go to the 3rd inning. It's a 0. Oh, Arpo. People don't have a clue what you're talking about. They have no idea what you're talking about. All right. The number 8 hitter will be coming up for LG here in the top of the 3rd inning. Double check some stuff here. All right, we're back at top of thy inning. Lachlan back out there. They're all over the cheerleader today. Is she dating one of the players? Arpo would have to be the answer to that. That's the 2nd time they've had her on the broadcast so far. All right, Pak Dong-won leads things off. Lachlan out on the mound still. 23 pitches for him. 12 in this last inning at 11 in the first. And the first pitch is going to be roped into right field, and that's why he's on the cover of today's broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. The 1 pitch, a 1-hit single, and the first runner's on base for LG. Is that from uniforms or tickets or what? All right, that brings up a Shinmin J off to a slow start. Off to a slow start. And he rolls that one over. Second baseman grabs it, spins, throws to short. A great play by the second baseman, Yuji Huck, to get the lead runner. He'll switch spaces. Shinmin J will take over at first now. And we will flip the lineup back over to the top. They're going up there hacking, ladies and gentlemen. Going up there hacking. See if I can fix this out. Oh, well. And that's in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Didn't go up there hacking. Should have been hacking. Yeah, he is having a rough season off of his Gold Glove season last year. Checks over on the runner. He's easily back in, though. Yeah, the two guys that were at the top of the lineup last year for LG, both Hong Chang-gi and Shin Min-jae, are way down at the bottom of the lineup, not doing well at all. If that happens, Arpo, where does Kim Ji-chan play? And he pops that one up. That might be trouble. And nope. Kim Ji-chan makes the catch and 2 away. Eun Sung Shu steps in, flew out to center field in his first at bats. And misses up high. Plutonium, are you an LG fan? All right, the 1-0 pitch sets up should be moving outside here eventually. Yep, there we go. And it's a strike on the outside, and it's a 1-1. Woo! From way back in the day. Your Twins fanhood is is older than Arpo by a lot, by like 10 years. All right, the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be slapped into left field, and another single. Shin Min-jae heads on over to second base. They've got runners on first and second with 2 outs for Mr. Austin. Ding, 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 ding. Chun Hyun Moo? No, I don't think so. Nope, no idea who that is. All right, so 2 on, 2 outs. And that misses outside, 1-0. 31 pitches now for O'Loughlin. Austin 0 for 1, struck out in his first at bat. The average down to a 365. Pretty respectable, but you know. And that's in there for a strike. And 1-1. And that misses again, and it's 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch into the dirt. No idea who that is. Yeah, I'm looking now on his little Namawiki NBC announcer as the 3-1 is lifted up. The left fielder goes back, comes back in though, and under it's 3 away. They get a couple singles, but nothing with it. So we go to the bottom of the third. It's still zeros. Da, 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 da. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know any celebrities and no Korean celebrities. I don't know. And yeah, like I honestly I don't know any Korean celebrities. I don't know their names. I don't know any Korean idols. I really don't know any. I don't watch TV. Uh I think most Korean announcers are pretty bad. They scream and yell when it's really not needed. Like they show excitement at every single part, and to me, it takes away from the parts that you should be excited about. I know a lot of other foreign fans think it's amazing how excited they get, but to be like screaming and yelling at an 0-2 pitch that's off the plates, that's a myth. Yes, you will, Arpo. I have faith in you, man. We're gonna have the 8-9 hitters coming up for Samsung here in the bottom of the inning. And a swing and a miss there from Yoon Jung Bin, getting his first at bat, his first game of the season. Yeah, so like I don't mind the excitement from the announcers. I don't mind that, but it's overdone. It's fake. As the 1-1, a swing and a miss, 1-2. It's just like the all of those a lot of the KBO streamers that's they just overreact to every single thing. Like the guy that throws his chairs and all of that stuff. It's just too much. That is a beautiful pitch. Paints the outside corner for his second strikeout of the day and one away. Brings up the number 9 hitter and Kim Hun Gong. Yeah, like getting excited for a home run call or like a important RBI single or an important strikeout. Yeah, I get that, but it's just too much. As that one is lifted up, a left fielder comes running in, diving, a sliding catch by EG Wan or OG Wan in, and he's not able to hold on to it. Absolutely beautiful sliding catch from the shortstop going back out into the outfield. It's in his glove for a moment, and then it pops out. I don't know what they're gonna. He had it in his glove for a little bit, and then it popped out. So I don't know what they're gonna. I mean, absolutely amazing catch. Sticks the glove out. It's in his glove. He's got it, and he. Oh yeah, they're gonna call it. They're gonna call that out on the transfer. That is gonna be an out. An absolutely beautiful play by OG Wan as he was pulling it out of his glove, and that will be an out. That's Arpo. He is a Samsung fan saying that he's out. Like he's got it there. He plays it, he moves it again, and then he goes to take it out, and it comes out. Yeah. That is dropped on the transfer. That is a out. Zero questions about that. I don't know what's taken so long, honestly. Like what's taking? Why is this taking so long? What? You've got to be kidding me. What is that call? What the hell was that call? Wow, KBO umpires must got a fix on this game. Wow. The 0-1. No, Plutonium, you're 100% wrong. Like, there's no, yeah. You're out. You're wrong. Sorry. That was 100% on the transfer. All right, you got a 1-1 count now. Kim Ji Chan 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to left field in his first at bat. That was awful, Dinger. That one is lifted up. A right fielder under it, though. And should be 3 outs, but it's just 2. I don't even want to call that a hit. Like, I don't even want to give the hits in the stat sheet to that. That is 100%. It's controversial now. An infield hit. Pitch now to EJ Hyun. 0 for 1 on the day. Oh man, I'm gonna try something here after this at bats, and I'm gonna see if because the numbers that you guys are seeing, the 23, 7, 30, that's 100% not correct. Is that misses outside, ball 1, 1-1. I'm gonna attempt to do something. Hopefully it works. All right, the 1-1 pitch coming up. Just misses again. He has missed on some pitches, but he hasn't missed much. Maybe I can do it this way. And he throws over. He got him. Now we're going to have another video replay here. There we go. I've got it all fixed now. One last update. There we go. Sorry, those of you guys that had to get the... but I think it's all fixed now. Yeah, he's out. They're like, oh, finally, we have a way to make up for the call, the egregious call that we made earlier. That'll be 3 away. We go to the 4th inning. It's tied at 0s. Oh, man, I could see rioting if that was not called an out. Again, I still don't want to give him a hit on that.
Thank you for the recommendation, Stefan 3370.
Thank you, Stefan. Need to fix that. Stefan doing a little double dipping, maybe? doing his duty of giving the old thumbs up. Those of you guys watching on YouTube, please hit the like button. Those of you on this Soup channel, please hit the thumbs up button. That is called a recommendation or an up. That's what the just message came on. It's extremely, extremely important on Soup. It's what pushes my stream out to the front page of Soup. Thank you, and YouTube, thank you for the hearts. How about not twice in a row, Arpo? But if you are watching on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe. I do 6 days a week. I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and this Sunday, and do lots of baseball content outside of the streams. Those of you on Soup, you're watching on the bus. Those of you on Soup, please make sure you hit that little star button, the star that's right next to my channel name. That is how you like or how you follow me. As looks like it might be a lot lagging up over there on Soup for some reason. I don't know why. There we go. Watching on the bus. But you're here every day, Arpo. That's what counts. All right. Lachlan is still out there on the mound. The first pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Moonbo Young. And a swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen it here today for the first time. You headed to the restaurant soon? Big strikeout, one away. OG Juan steps in now. In there for a strike. And way low, 1-1. Sure, I got this right. Oh, he might have just hit him. They said that he hit him. They said they hit him in the helmet. And that is it. That is it for O'Loughlin. If they hit him in the head, that is a headshot. That is an automatic ejection. Yeah, I think he got it. Jim Jabong stream. Ooh. I can't tell from that angle. His helmet was already coming off. His helmet was already coming off, so it's tough to decide. Again, in the KBO, if you hit somebody in the head with a...
Thank you for the recommendation, Shizuki Satu.
Thank you, Shizuki. Yeah, it's like... It's so... His helmet was already coming off. It doesn't look like it suddenly moved at all whenever it came off. I'm going to say that it did not hit him. But again, that one, it looks like it might have. It might have hit the bill. I mean, did it go right over the top of it? They need that one with the other one. LG Twins manager coming out. He didn't come out for the other one. He should be automatically ejected. They're trying to review it. If you, anytime that you argue a video replay, you're automatically ejected also. Again, he is in the top 3 worst managers in the league. There's no they haven't finished the video replay yet. They haven't finished the video replay yet, so yeah, I mean, no, they are going to kick him out. And now he's going to come out and I think he's going to get kicked out. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The KBO again. If you argue after a video replay, you're automatically ejected. Maybe he's just trying to get some clarification on what they saw, but O'Loughlin is automatically ejected. Any hit by pitch on a fastball is an automatic ejection. His family looking on there. All right. So, with that being said, he will be done. OG Juan will be over on first base. That'll be it for him, and we'll have a pitching change. He doesn't need to give time. He doesn't need to give time at all because if you are ejected, if it's from an injury switch or an ejection switch, there is no time limit on how long a pitcher wants to warm up. So yeah, there's no time limit, so it doesn't really matter. You're not giving him. You don't need to give him extra time because it doesn't matter. So that'll be it for O'Loughlin. He ends up throwing 41 pitches, 3 hits, 1 hit by pitch, 3 strikeouts, but it was a big one. I would like Mason. I would have to go. As weird as this, I gotta go with Lotte. Lotte is not good. Hanwha is not good. Hanwha has Yuan Jin on the mound. Lotte's got Beasley. Beasley's had a lot of strikeouts. The reason why I would go with Lotte, and again, this isn't a gimme. This isn't like a lock pick by any means. Is because Hanwha does not play well in Busan. Calm down, Arpo. Arpo, there are children that watch this stream to practice or listen to English. What's up, Lord Cinco? All right, the new pitcher out on the mound warming up is Lee Sung-min. This definitely changes the perspective on the game. Getting into the bullpen here with just one out in the top of the fourth inning. Yep. Yeah, a YouTube, but you can't watch the game on YouTube. All right, Chun Sung Ho looks at ball one outside, and it's 1-0. If the umps were, I guess the video replays are paid by Sam's. Who's they're both. Yeah, that's way outside. It's 2-0. Yeah, Lord Cinco, I don't have rights to stream the video and audio on YouTube, so it is same chat, same everything. I just make my own score bugs and all of that stuff. So yeah, if you're watching on Soup, you can yeah. As that one is lifted into left field, the left fielder's going to let it drop in front of him, and that is going to be a single. They've got runners on first and second, nobody out. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for a bunt. We love the sacrifice bunts. Now that Samsung has their starter out, I almost have to go with LG. Like, you know, their bullpens are rested, but still getting 6 innings out of your bullpen is a tough ask. What? No bunt? Hong Chang-gi 0 for 1 struck out to end the second inning. The 0-1 pitch catches the bottom of the zone. 0-2 should have bunted. I love it. They'll bunt with a 300 hitter, but they got a guy that's hitting 160, and they won't bunt with him. Interesting. So what? That pie. Yeah, I guess it's against the law. Chun Sung Ho is way off the bag. The 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball right to the pitcher. Throws to the shortstop. Throws to first in time. And should have listened to me. Should have listened to me, ladies and gentlemen. Should have listened to me. The 1-6-3 ending inning a double play. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Zeros. Should have listened to me. You still got to get 5 more innings worth of outs, Arpo. Of course it would have been. All right, EJ Hyun will come up to bat here in the bottom of the fourth inning for Samsung. I can't. I've tried to find possible ways, but unfortunately, I do like the scoreboard, the score bug that you see there, Blicky. I make that score bug. See, I control everything, whether it's there or not there, or there or not there, or there, or whether there's 2 outs or no outs. I control it all. As that is in there for a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. EJ Hunt, EJ Hunt, da, 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 da. Yeah, I've tried to find things, ways to put them up there, but I haven't been able to find anything that was that was able to be accurate that wouldn't run into copyright issues. I've tried to think about a ticker, but I have to enter it all in because they're just very difficult to keep updated. All right, the 1-2 pitch that is a lifted to foul, and it's stays 1-2. Anyway, Blicky, there's no other games right now. This is the only game going on, so there wouldn't be any other scores to go up there. The 1-2 pitch goes up high, but it's up too high. That was the pitch, Stefan, that we were talking about earlier. The high fastball that is above the zone. And that's going to be a ground ball back up the middle, and he's going to be on base with a leadoff single. Hey, EJ. Getting anything a Japanese baseball, I have no idea anything about, so I wouldn't even know where to get their scores on their ticker anyway. Harpo. They can talk all they want about gambling. It's not going to get any help for me, though, as Che Young-woo misses up high, ball 1-0. No, 1-0 pitch. Misses inside. 2-0. Blicky, I am going to guess that you live outside of Korea. No, Blicky, I just don't gamble. I know nothing about gambling. So that's why I don't give advice. The 2-0 pitch is a beautiful curveball in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. You have it on delay? Good job, Arpo. All right, the 2-1 pitch, and that misses up outside of the zone again. A 3-1. Che Young-woo 0 for 1 on the day. A 4-3 ground out in his first at bats. All right. He had a full count in his first at bat, but grounded out. And he slaps it the other way. EJ Hyun going to go first to third as they had a shift on, and he slapped it right down the third base line. And now you've got runners on first and third with nobody outs for Mr. Diaz. Those of you watching, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're on Soup watching the game with me, hit the thumbs up button. That is a recommendation. It is very important. If you are on YouTube, please like the stream. If you're on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe. That way you can know when I go live. If you're on Soup, next to my channel name is a little star. That is how you follow me. It's called a loyal viewer. It's very, very important on Soup because it is such a small platform. And I believe, like somebody said, I might be the only English speaker or the only English streamer on the entire platform. Show the love to the English streamers, guys, or the English streamer. Im Chong-gyu now 58 pitches. Diaz looks at a beautiful pitch in there on the inside, and it's 0-1. You just love him because he's awful against Samsung. At this point, Perry's Place, the game
Thank
is
you for the
it's really
recommendation,
difficult.
Lord Cinco.
And that's in there for a strike. Thank you, Lord Cinco. Yeah, Perry's Place, it is so difficult. Now, I thought Samsung had the advantage coming into the day's game, but at this point, as Samsung has now lost their starting pitcher, so they're going to have to get to 6 innings out of their bullpen. But now they've got a runner on first and second with nobody out and the number 4 hitter up. As the 0-2 is going to be a ground ball right through the middle, and that might score. That scores 1 as Che Young-woo is going to slowly make his way home. And that is going to be a 2 RBI single from Lewin Diaz, and Samsung that takes the lead 2-0. Diaz coming through when it matters most. Che Young-woo, get the boy some oxygen. He's got another 25 minutes before he has to hit again. Yu Huck now steps in. 0-2 pitch, no 2 RBI single. Why did that not show up? There we go. He used every ounce he had. Yuji Hucka looks at a strike, just catches the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Leadoff single, a double from that down the line, and now a 2 RBI single, back-to-back hits. That's going to be a ground ball, just gets foul. 0-2. Yeah. Now you've got more speed on the base pass in you and Diaz. Taps the glove on the ground and misses up high, though. 1-2. Those of you guys watching on YouTube, if you live outside of Korea, in the description is a link to my SOOP channel. You can actually watch the game with me as I call the game in English. Same chat, same audio, everything. And the 1-2 pitch that is going to be slapped past the jumping shortstop, and another single. Runners on first and second. As this offense is coming alive. Yeah, tomorrow will be Hanwha Lotte. I've already actually put it up because I made a YouTube stream yesterday for yesterday's game, but since it was canceled, I just made a couple of adjustments. Skeens KBO bump. Yeah, plutonium, it is not looking good for Im Chong-gyu as he's still struggling out there on the mound. That misses up high, 1-0. Jun Byung-woo 1 for 1 on the day, is singled back in the second inning. Average still over 400 a month into the season. Again, he was not the original starter. Bunt. You can't bunt now. And that is a grounded foul. Bunt with your 400 hitter. I don't know what that means, Perry's Place. Like I said, I know nothing about gambling. I know nothing at all. I don't know what plus 2.5 means. That is a tough game because Anu Jin is pitching again. Juan Pierre. The 1-1 pitch. This is outside. 2-1. That was a thing of beauty, Jim. The old 5-6-4 double play around the horn. Is that way up high? 3-1. Yeah. Who does KT have on the mound? They have Boschley. Yeah, I don't like Starbucks though. As that one is lifted up, going. Goodbye, Arpo called it. 3-run shots from Jun Byung-woo. And that just broke open the game. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? We are going to open up some baseball cards. Any home runs? Yeah, I don't like Starbucks. I've never been into the big collab things. See ya, plutonium. All right, what do we got here? Kang Min Ho looks at strike one. See what we get. The 0-1 is fouled away. Hopefully we get something. Man, are you kidding me? I'm sorry. I looked at the first one. All right. We've got Hit King himself, Sogo-chan, no longer with the Kia Tigers, as that's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Picks it up, throws across, and one away. And next, we've got a legend himself, Son Sung Moon. He is now in the KB or in the MLB. A Kiram Heroes, Son Sung Moon. So finally a decent card here. And then we've got Junmin Jae. He was involved in the trade that sent Kim Min Suk to Doosan. He is the starting shortstop for the old Lotte Giantes, as Yoon Jung Bin steps in. Jun Byung-woo is going to have to work on his throwing arm, as he didn't get the the doll into the stands. Oh yeah, Perry. That I'll explain it. Give me just a second, Perry. I gotta put this pack back in the package. These packs are stronger than anything else wrapped in Korea. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. I was actually worried about having enough cards doing a Samsung game. I only got about 8 packs in this one left. As here comes the 2-2 pitch. Catches the bottom of the zone for strikeout number 3. All right, so it brings up the number 9 hitter. But yeah, Perry's place. Just earlier this week, Samsung was playing in a game. They were down 5-0 in the 5th inning or 6th inning. That misses outside, and ball 1. And they actually won the game 6-0 without ever having a hit with a runner on base. No lead is safe in the KBO. None at all. And that's going to be a ground ball right back up the middle. And he is on base once again. He was the recipient of the controversial call. But yeah, Perry's Place, the KBO, no lead is safe, not at all. And you also have to realize that Samsung has to get 6 innings from their relievers because their starter is out. Yeah, LG won the championship last year, Perry's Place. All right, Kim Ji Chan steps in, 0 for 2 on the day, flips that one foul, and it's 0-1. Yeah, I knew Jung Hoon retired. It really was, Dinger. It was ridiculous. 4.5 hours or something like that. 4 hours of walks, 18 walks, Perry's Place. That was one team. That was one team gave up 18 walks. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Kim Ji Chan and looks at ball 1 way outside. They're having a little party up there on the dugout. A 1-2 pitch up high. He's stealing, but he is out by 1.5 miles. That will be the end of the 4th inning. But Samsung puts up a 5 spots. We'll go to the 5th inning. 5-0 Samsung. Yeah, and no game is ever safe. You never leave a KBO game early unless you want to walk back in. I've left of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of baseball KBO games I've ever been to in my life. I've left 3 games early. One was because I had to catch a train, and it went extra innings. Hanwha actually took the lead in extra innings, so I had to take the train because I had the last train of the day. The yeah, Arpo. The other one was it was a doubleheader. It was in during COVID times. I went to the first game of the doubleheader and then the second game of the doubleheader, and the manager brought the same relievers out, all the same relievers out in the second game as he did in the first game. And from that point on, I quit going to games that year. It wasn't worth watching. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Rasmus. And then also, I left one game because it was in a rain delay. It was pouring down rain, and they wouldn't cancel the game. They wouldn't call the game. So I did leave that one early. Yeah, if walks counted as runs, Hanwha would pretty much dominate the entire league, honestly. All right, Pak Dong-wan leads things off, lifts that one up, going, but not enough. Is that a home run?
Thank you for the recommendation, Erasmus.
Oh, there we go. Goodbye. Couldn't tell, couldn't see anything. Another home run, ladies and gentlemen. We know what that means. Time. Hold on. We're getting a video replay. I've got the pack out, though, ladies and gentlemen. I've got the pack out. I'm ready. I'm ready. They're video replaying that. I couldn't see. I couldn't see where the ball landed. He jumped at the wall. Oh, it hit the top of the fence. It hit the top of the fence, literally the very top of the fence. And it bounced back into the field of play, so it is not going to be a home run. It is just going to be a double, and we shall put the pack away. No, it backed back. It bounced back into the field of play. All right, a leadoff double from Pak Dong Wan now, as it hit the very top of the fence, but bounced back in. Kim Ji Chan wisely got it back in quickly. Shin Min Jae looks at just strike one at the bottom of the zone. Kim Min Jae 4-6 ground out in his first at bat. That's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop gets it, throws hard, but no. Shin Min Jae doesn't think he was out. Park Dong-won stays over at second base. Shin Min Jae gave a look to the umpire like, I can't believe you called me out on that. Great play by EJ Hyun. All right, Park Hae-min now steps in. I don't think they have any challenges left. Oh, run through the bag and quit throwing your arms out. You would have been safe. That is going to be a single into center field. Park Dong-won heads on over. Again, KBO players they're more worried about highlight reels. They're more worried about the flash. If he would have just ran through, instead of throwing his arms out there, he would have been safe. Moon Sung-ju now steps in. Moon Sung-ju 1 for 2. That's fouled away. 0-1. I think he was safe. All right, so 0-1 pitch to Moon Sung-ju. That's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2 now. 14 pitches for Lee Sung-min is come in relief after O'Loughlin was automatically ejected for a headshot. All right, here we go. The 0-2. Nope, gonna check on over on Park Hae-min. It would be interesting to see if they put Park Hae-min in motion here again. Park Hae-min loves to steal. LG loves to send runners. I didn't say they love to steal, but they love to send runners. And the 0-2 pitch way outside. That would have been the pitch to steal on. Hong Min Ho, not the best at throwing runners out. Austin Dean on deck would love to atone for his earlier mistakes in back in the third inning. There we go. The 1-2 pitch. Nope. Checks over on the runner again. All right. 1-2 pitch just sets up on the outside, just below the belts, and misses way outside at 2-2. Again, you got a 0-2 count, and you start throwing way out to the outside. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. It is what they do. Here we go. The 2-2 pitch. Lifted foul. Stays at 2-2. Yeah, it is. It has been a real sketchy-ish thing going on. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout. 2 away now, and that brings up Austin Dean again in the back in the third inning. 2 runners on, and he ended up flying out to left field. I really don't understand why. And they are going to go out and bring in a righty. We'll have a pitching change here to bring in a righty to face Austin Dean. Yeah, this is where they're going to have to get creative, just because of all of the bullpen arms that they're going to have to use. Good question. Kim Gi-young, Jang Chan-hee. You're the experts of the old guys. The KBO app is so slow, we won't find out who's actually pitching until after the end of the inning. Looks like a Bae Chong Sung coming in. I thought that they were going to go surprising here. I thought that they were going to go a righty, but apparently they are going to go lefty. Going with Bae Chong Sung out on the mound, the hard throwing lefty. I think using him this early is a bad idea, but then again, I'm smarter than the KBO managers. All right, 9 games, 6 points, 2 innings, 1 win, 2 holds, a 2.70 ERA. Yeah, behind him you've got Moonbo Young and OG1. But I don't get this here. I don't get why you bring in a lefty. As that's going to be a ground ball right to the shortstop, throws to the second baseman, and that is why you bring in a lefty right here on the 6 of 4 putouts. Is Austin Dean leaves 2 more on. He's left 4 runners on base so far today. But we go to the bottom of the 5th. 5-0 Samsung. I have left to 6 runners on, ladies and gentlemen. 6 runners on so far. They're going to have the top of the lineup coming up for Samsung. Austin Dean are really struggling today. Again, he is left 4 runners on just on himself. 2 outs, runners in scoring position has not looked good for Austin Dean today. Oh, it's when he hit the home run. It automatically went on. That's why. Thank you for reminding me. There we go. All right, it's the bottom of the 5th inning. Kim Ji Chan. Kim Chong-gyu is still out there on the mound. Kim Ji Chan will face him. 84 pitches for him so far. And he might have hit him. Nope, he didn't. And it's 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 1-1. It hit the top and bounced back in. And the 1-1 pitch. This is outside. 2-1. Yeah, it did hit the yellow, but it bounced back into the field of play, so it was not a home run. And the 2-1 misses low. 3-1. Do not want to let him on base. He is fast. He will run around your entire team. And he walks him. All the Kim Ji Chan uniforms. Again, the Samsung has, I guess, like a Harpo. Do they have like fan clubs or something? All right, it's Kim Ji Chan on first base. Will they send him? He's got exceptional speed over there at first. EJ Hyun steps in. He's a 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored just last inning. He led off the inning with that single. That misses outside. Ball 1, 1-0. No, I would not say so. Tyrus, Samsung starter was ejected in the 4th inning for hitting a player in the head. So Samsung has to have their bullpen hold 6 innings, which is going to be a lot of problems. Yeah, so I would definitely not say it's over by any means. As the 1-0 pitch just sets up on the outside, that's going to be a ground ball, but it's foul. And 1-1. And he goes, but he fouls it away. Let's see. 6. All right, 1-2 pitch. Im Chong-gyu, 92 pitches. trying to get through 5 innings. That's what he's done in each of his first 3 games. Nope. Throws over to first and not even close. Hey, Ejection, da, 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 da. 1-2 pitch. Nope. Checks over, almost gets him. A 3-run homer by Che Young-woo. That would, I think, put away the game. 93 pitches. He's got a Jun Byung Gong looking like a sliding Mitch shop over there at first base. Here we go, the 1-2 pitch. Checks on him, but nope. Park Dong-won, again, not the best at throwing runners out. One of the worst in the league, honestly. He does have one caught stealing today. They also have a pickoff. That is lifted into center field. Park Hae-min ranges over, makes the catch. And 1 away. Oh, those of you watching on SOOP, please hit the old thumbs up button. That is a recommendation or an up. Very important on SOOP. Also, you can hit the little star next to my name. That allows you to follow me. That is called a loyal viewer. It's kind of like subscribing over on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, please hit the like button, a little thumbs up like button. Also, make sure you subscribe. That way, you know when I go live. I do 6 days a week, so it's important to follow me on whichever platform that you're watching on. There's another check over on Kim Ji-chan. Again, the KBO does not have a limit on how many attempts you can use to pick somebody off. I really wish they would implement it because it gets pretty bad late in the games. And Che Hyung-woo looks at a beautiful pitch on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. And here we go. The 0-1 pitch sets up high. And he lifts that one. That's slicing, but just gets foul. 0-2. Well, yeah, he doesn't throw fast. He only averages 138 with his fastball. He's a fastball changeup guy, 138 with his fastball, 123 with his changeup. Does throw a pretty good curveball, 111 off of that. Throws the curveball 22% of the time. So he's going to throw a lot of a slow, but the difference, 27 kilometers, that difference, that's a pretty good difference. And he goes, and Park Dong-won drops the ball. Kim Ji-chan is going to head on over to second base easily on ball 1. And almost like a pitch out, but Park Dong-won doesn't hold on to the ball anyway. Don't think he would have gotten him. And that's going to be a ground ball through the right side. And Kim Ji-chan is going to round third and come on home. And an RBI single. That was a huge stolen base as this Samsung and now goes up 6-0. This game is quickly getting out of hand. Speed earning another run. Do they leave Im Chang-gyu out there? Jae Hyung-woo working on. Yep. All right, we're gonna have our pitching change here. First one for LG is they'll bring in a new pitcher. He's not able to get through 5 innings, and yeah, Im Chang-gyu, a awful outing. He was the concern. Like I said at the beginning of this game, I am wearing black, but I was taking the home team. I just think Samsung is their offense is just built to absolutely dominate at home. Absolute domination at home from that team. So, let's see who's out on the mound now. They still haven't shown. There we go. Oh, the old ham duck, ladies and gentlemen. 6 games, 5 innings, a 1 hold, 7.20 ERA, 0 strikeouts, 2 walks, a 1 home run given up, 300 batting average against, and a 1.6 whipper. As this is now going to become a bullpen game. EJ Wan into left field. Interesting decisions here. Interesting decisions. Moon Sung Ju out. EJ Wan in left field. Diaz looks at strike 1 on the outside. Yeah, going 1. And another strike, 0-2. Whoops, wrong side. I'm not sure why Moon Sung Ju has come out of the game. Maybe because it's a 6-run game. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Diaz. Sets up way outside, throws it into the dirts. For 0-2 counts or left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher, you've got to throw it in the other batter's box. And they do. Almost like they are predictable. That is a lot of Diaz uniforms. Again, these little outfield club at Samsung are ridiculous with their uniforms. A 1-2 pitch. That is fouled away. Like, I have a lot of uniforms. I got a Samsung uniform there. I've got an LG uniform here. But I have way more uniforms than that, but man, that is a lot of uniforms. The Kim Ji-chan, the Kim Young-un, those guys are ridiculous. As that one is sliced, but it gets foul. Stays 1-2. I think the Kim Young-un is the most uniforms. I wonder how Chae Hyung-woo's English is, or maybe Austin Dean's been working in his Korean in the off season. The 1-2 pitch misses outside at 2-2. Because they're over there chatting it up at first base. And the 2-2 pitch fouled away again. Just doesn't have enough stuff to be able to beat him. All right, the 2-2 pitch sets up on the outside, lets it go down, runs the count full, 3-2. We haven't had a full count for a while. Not one since the first inning when Samsung had 2 of them. 5-3 ground out from Ejection and a 4-3 ground out from Che Hyung-woo. Third full count of the day for Samsung, and a swing and a miss on that one. Slams the bat down, and that's 2 away. And Diaz does have a 2 RBI single already today. Put them on the board and back in the 4th inning. You and me both, Lord. All right, the 2 away now. Yuji Hyuk looks at ball 1 low. 1-0. Yeah, I've had some good pitching matchups. The last 3 streams I've had have all been excellent pitching matchups. But this one is turning into a clunker, as that one is fouled away, and it's 1-1. We were flying through until we hit a big brick wall in the 3rd inning with the replay started. That one has popped up. Shortstop out onto the grass. Hundreds makes the catch. That will take us to our break, ladies and gentlemen. Samsung's up 6-0. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so we back. Brian, I can give you information. They're going to have the 4, 5, 6 hitters up for LG in the top of this inning, and they're going to have the 6, 7, 8 hitters up for Samsung in the bottom of the 6th inning. That's about all I can give you for information, man. So Bei Chong Sung, 1 pitch, 1 out, back in the 5th inning. Got Austin Dean to ground into a 6-4 inning putout. Stays out there now. Moonbo Gyung will greet him. And the first pitch is right down the middle for a strike, 0-1. And then lays off of that. Nope, he says he went around, and it's 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch that is lifted to left field, and that is going to drop in, and then it just dies. Moonbo Young is just going to be on first base with a leadoff single. Can they finally do something with these base runners? They haven't been able to do anything all day. They are 3 for 12 with runners on base, so 1 for 6, or sorry, 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Hopefully, you guys are being able to watch this. It's showing that, I don't know why, but it's showing that it's not really doing well. As OG Juan lifts that one up, left fielder coming in, makes the catch, and 1 away. Brings up the number 6 hitter. And that is in the dirt. Yeah, not a good day for the old Twins fans. All right, here we go. The 1-0 to Chun Sung Ho. A 4, 5, 6 put out earlier, and that is thrown outside, and it's 2-0. Again, he grounded into what would have been a 4-6-3 double play, but the second baseman Shin Min Jae ended up, the second baseman Yu Ji Huck ended up tossing it way wide. The third baseman grabbed it, picked up, and threw over to get OG Wan, who had ran too far. So a 4, 5, 6 put out, and then was caught stealing, and then did have a single back in the 4th inning, but was erased himself on a double play. And the 3-0 in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, 3-1. Runner on first, Moonbo Gyung, 0 speed. Might actually be negative speed. And you've got, obviously, Chun Sung Ho with the bats. That's in there. Nope, just misses outside. Runners on first and second with, again, 1 away. Can they do something? Ryan was wondering the same thing. Did you take a run in this inning, Brian? Hong Chang-gi not having a good season. 0 for 2 on the day. 1-6-3 double play in his last at bat. Struck out back in the second. Brian, they have had better chances than this all day. That misses outside. 1-0. Does that mean that Twins have to win this inning? As the 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss, so 1-1. And I don't know betting lingo, betting terminology. No 1-1 lays off of it. It's 2-1. He is working his counts, working it. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. And in there for a strike at 2-2. And he misses outside, runs the count full, 3-2. First full count of the day for LG. First full count of the day for LG. And the 3-2 bounces it into the dirt, loads the bases up. Loads the bases up. Brings up a Pak Dong-hwan. Well, as somebody who has been following the KBO for 12 years now, who's been going to games for 12 years, who's been streaming for 5 years in English doing the KBO. No, Samsung's pitcher got ejected in the 3rd inning or the 4th inning. As we will have a pitching change here. The old Stefan live from the Jimjabong. We'll have ourselves a little break while we get ourselves a new. Well, this is the perfect app for you, and you found the only English streamer on the entire app, DJF. But yeah. So as someone, I live in Korea. I've lived in Korea since 2014. I used to live a couple blocks from the stadium. I had season tickets. I don't follow the MLB because I work during the day here in Korea, and then as soon as I finish at work, I come home and I stream. Yeah. Yeah. So I know the KBO inside and out. I've been to every stadium. I know the players. Some of them or most of them know me. Chilling on the couch. That's dedication, ladies and gentlemen. He is at the sauna watching. Yeah. Do you speak Korean? Are you Korean or are you Gyopo? Yeah, I will say that with my expertise in the KBO, everything that I know about the KBO, I will tell you that anybody that claims to be an expert on the KBO is not an expert on the KBO. I have never met an expert on the KBO, except whenever I look at myself in the mirror. 그 한국에서 왔어요? 근데 고향이 어디에 있어요?
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Martin. As Pak Dong-hwan looks at the ball one up high. And it's 1-0. Pak Dong-hwan, a 2 for 2, a single and a double off the top of the wall. 네, 저는 한국말 해요. And that is a foul to
Thank you
straight
for the
back.
recommendation.
1-0.
12 Brian 1111.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, thank you. I'm from Missouri, so I'm actually a Cardinals fan. I had a little Cardinals memorabilia back there. Most of this is all KBO stuff. All right, the 1-1 pitch popped foul. 1-2. You guys are going to be able to watch. You guys are going to be able to have my YouTube going while you're at the old at the chicken restaurant, Kiwi, Stefan. Jung Ho Kong now has I believe like a hitting clinic or something in the States. The 1-2 pitch is fouled into his foot. No, 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 no. Oh, so different. I visited the U.S. in 2017 was the last time I went back. I went to 2 Royals games. I was trying to see Kim Hyun-soo when he played for the Royals or for the Orioles because the Royals are playing the Orioles. And then I went to St. Louis versus Boston to try to see Oh Seung-won, and I saw 0 Korean players. As the 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, Mr. Full Swing goes down to his knees to flail at that, and 2 outs now. No, I don't have it in me to do a double header. I don't have it in me, man. I thought about it. I thought about doing the KT Kium game because you've got Anu Jin and Boschley. That is in there for a strike at the top of the zone to Shinmin J. Shinmin J 0 for 2 on the day. 4-6 ground out and a 6-3 ground outs. Yeah, another 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. Yeah, you could yeah, talk to my buddy, see make him put the my stream on the big screen. They better win today, otherwise he's gonna have to take out another mortgage to keep his chicken restaurant open. All right, the 0-2 pitch, base is loaded, and that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Underhand toss to second, and they leave. The base is loaded, and Brian is throwing stuff. Brian is throwing stuff as we go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-0. What's up, Garcia? How is life, man? Yeah, good old Kim Kyung-moon. Yeah. They are 3 for 15 with runners on base, so 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. You know what this reminds me of? Dinger, you'll know this. Stefan, Kiwi, I know it's a sore subject, but this reminds me of the Samsung game on Tuesday. Remember the Samsung game on Tuesday? Samsung loaded the bases in the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Didn't score any runs. Finally started scoring runs on walks and wild pitches in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Samsung's going to have their 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up. Tomorrow? Who's starting for? I don't know who's starting for. Well, I don't know what tomorrow is for you, Garcia. In Korea, it's Saturday at 4 p.m. All right, we'll see who's out. For next inning, LG will have the top of the lineup coming up. right. Ejection out on the mound. 5 games, 6 innings, 4.50 ERA, 3 strikeouts, and 4 walks. And that is going to be a liner right to center field and makes the play, and that's quick. 1 away. Double down on Twins. That's a good luck. Garcia, I'm not one to. I don't give away a lot of I say tips and tricks. The KBO is so unpredictable. You usually have 1 or 2 great games a day. That are pretty good locks, but they all start at the same time, so it's difficult to follow. It would be absolutely hilarious, Stefan. And the 1-0 pitch misses way outside at 2. Like if I were to pick a game today, as the 2-0 catches the outside corner and it's 2-1. Yeah, Keo would be no, I'm from the US. Keo would be my lock for the day, as the 2-1 is lays off of it. Doesn't matter. It's in there for it's in there for a strike anyway. Like it was. If you guys aren't familiar with the KBO for the last 3 years has a full robot umpires, a full ABS system. As that is a fouled way. Last year, so last year the LG Twins actually won the championship. This year it's a toss between LG and Samsung and KT. How many is LG left on base? They've left 9 on base. As that misses outside, runs the count full, 3-2. 4th full count of the day for Samsung. They're 0 for 3 in those full counts, and the 3-2 pitch. That's going to be a slow roller. Is it going to hook foul? Nope. The best team in the KBO is a double A team. The KBO is basically, I want to say, capital A, lowercase a team, like a and a half. As that misses way outside and he walks him. Worst team in the NBA or the MLB is the Blue Jays. All right. Brings up Yu Jung Bin. 0 for 2 on the day. Right now, the Lions, 0-1 and misses outside, 1-1. I'll show you the best ever hat, the best ever Dodgers hat in a second, Lord Cinco. As that is fouled away. Where it is. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch, fouled way up high. Stays 1-2. Here you go. That's the best ever Dodgers hat. And a swing and a miss. A beautiful pirouette. And that's 2 away. 3 strikeouts for him today. And that brings up the number 9 hitter. "15 pitches now for Lee Jung-yong. Beautiful pitch in there to Kim Hun-gong. And that is in the dirt, but it doesn't get too far away. All right, Garcia. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I do 6 days a week. Garcia, you three that just joined, if you look on the stream, my YouTube channel is also there. On YouTube, you can actually pick which games you want me to stream. Just go to the community and vote on it, as that is in there for strike at the top of the zone, and it's 1 and 2. So, yeah, you can actually vote on which games that you want me to stream or which matchups you want me to stream each week. You guys get to pick. And another one too is that is going to be lifted. That might be trouble, and it does drop, and it's going to roll. Kim Un-gon does have some speed. He's going to round a second to Kang Min-ho, heading down all the way home. As Kang Min-ho gets the third on the RBI triple. Kang Min-ho coming on home, and that puts them up 6. 7-0. No, I would say no. I would give up on the Twins at this point. They're not terrible, though. That's the thing. That's the best center fielder in the lead, Lord. As that is into the dirt. So Kim Ji-chan steps in now. Park Min, probably the best center fielder in the league, but an awful route there. Kang Min-ho needs some oxygen after running all the way from first base. And that's going to be a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Underhand toss. And 3 away. But they get another run on a hit and a triple and a walk. It's a 7. No. Yeah, 100%. 100% the best center fielder in the league as far as defensively. That was just a really, really bad route. Hey, it's always possible in the KBO, man. That's the thing is there's always the possibility of a huge, huge inning. I think I got my... That's why it's all weird. There we go. I think that's right. Yeah, I definitely don't think the Twins get shut out. Although the last game I streamed of them. Yeah. So yeah, the top of the lineup is coming up for them. The game I streamed the other day, they did get shut out. 2-0. All right, top of the seventh inning. We've got the top of the lineup coming up. Paque Mean, that center fielder we just talked about. Lions to win the inning. Yeah, that misses up high. I don't know. Che-Ji Guang out on the mound, 7 games, 6
Thank you for
innings,
the
1 no
recommendation,
win.
Anchmeta 02.
Thank you, thank you. The 1-1 that counts coming up. Yeah, top of the lineup for LG. 1, 2, 3. As Hong Hyun Bin takes over in center field for Kim Ji Chan. Kim Ji Chan is the mainly offensive first center fielder. He used to be a second baseman. Took over. I got that name right. Hyun Bin. And this is there. It's the way the baseball. Oh, he hits him. And I'll have a pinch runner here. And that misses up high. And Chaewon Young pinch running here. He has a absolute ton of speed. Swing and a miss there. Hitting this guy took over in the outfield, in left field. He's had a bit of a struggle. A lot of people thought he was the best, one of the best players in the second league last year. He is hitting 71 this year as he fouls that one off, and pretty sure he has more strikeouts than foul balls on to the season. DJF, it's all I feel like Dodgers fans are all social media connected. That's they live for the social media. That misses outside. And here we go, the 2-2 pitch. Misses outside, runs the count full, 3-2. And fouled straight back as he was running on the pitch. And the 3-2 catches the inside corner, but he's going to be on second base. And EJ Wan strikes out looking. Well, like I said, he's got more strikeouts than foul balls, ladies and gentlemen. But for some reason, they still have him pinch hitting and all of the other. Well, the one reason is because LG's manager is not very good. All right, Austin Dean steps in with a chance to redeem himself. He has not had a good day today. He struck out in the first inning, flew out to left in the back in the third, left 2 runners on. 6-4 ground out, left 2 runners on in the fifth. That is outside, ball 1. You ought to get a run back here in this inning. The 3-4 hitters coming up with a runner on second. The 1-0 is fouled away. 1-1. 354 on the season, despite having 0 for 3 day. TJF, I think all the players pretty much, except for maybe Jose Ramirez, plays for the check, not for the fans. And another foul. Austin Dean. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Taps the glove on the ground. Says throw it low. Misses way outside at 2-0. Hey, it's a foreigner. Looks like he's wearing a Buffalo's uniform. There we go. The 2-2 pitch sets up way outside, goes way outside, runs the count full, 3-2. Second full count for LG on the day. They walked to load the bases in the last inning. Down 7, still cheering as all they can. And the 3-2 pitch, that's going to be a ground ball through the right side, and that is going to score a run. And Austin Dean should be headed over to second base with an RBI double. And just like that, Brian is upset because LG is finally scoring runs. Oh, Brian, you had to do it, man. You had to do it. You angered the baseball gods. You angered the baseball gods. That'll be it for him. We'll have ourselves a pitching change. Another hit there. So, for those of you guys watching, please, if you're on Soup, next to my name is a little star. Please click that little star. That is how you follow me. Oh, thank you. I can't read your name, but thank you. I think that says Doritos. I can't read. For those of you guys that don't know, so Soup is a Korean streaming service. They have the international rights to the KBO. So on Soup, I'm allowed to show the game. It's the same audio I use on YouTube. YouTube, I am not allowed to show the game. I have to do my own stats and all of that stuff over there. On YouTube, in the description is a link to my Soup profile, and that would you can actually watch the game with me if you would like to on there. If you're on Soup, definitely check out my YouTube channel. There's also a way for you guys to pick which games and which matchups you want. So subscribing on YouTube and hitting the little star and being a loyal viewer on Soup. Those are how you can get the most out of everything. But we be back as the Twins cheerleaders going off. So out on the mound now. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Miyagi, the Asian quota. The Japanese pitchers have not been pitching well this season. And that misses up high. 1-0. No problem. Yeah, I mean, basketball's I'd say the third most popular league in the country. Obviously, they're not nearly any NBA recommendations, but yeah, you it's the I believe the KBA is what they call it, so the Korean Basketball Association. Or no, maybe it's the KBL. KBL. Or is that yeah, KBL. 1-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. Diaz makes the stop. Underhand toss over to the pitcher. And the 3-1 putouts moves Austin Dean over to third base with 2 outs. How many went to no, 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 no. It starts in 30 minutes. This game won't be over. It's very difficult for me to do double headers. I may do some double headers in July and August when Kielm plays it to 2 o'clock. But that is in there for a ball. Austin Dean over at third base. They would love to get him in, whether it's via the wild pitch or a single. And that's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Yeah, double headers are super, super difficult. I do, I do have things I have to do in my life. All right, the 1-1 pitch sets up on the outside and rolls over, but will be foul. 1-2. It also takes about 35 to 45 minutes for me to set up a game because you guys are watching on Soup, but on my YouTube channel, I also have like the lineups and the logos and the stadiums and all of that stuff. And the 1-2 pitch. Whoa, that's to the backstop. And he is going to come home. What did I say, ladies and gentlemen? This is your KBO expert saying he's going to come around to score on a wild pitch or a single. That was the wild pitch. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me for all your KBO advice. Sometimes it's not even fair. I'm a teacher. I teach English, history, math, and science at a international school. Yep, they have ABS. That is down low, and that runs the count full 3-2. Yep, full ABS system since 2024 in the KBO. The umpires have a microphone, have an earpiece that tells them whether it's a strike or a ball. Yeah, and the 3-2 pitch up high, he walks him. What did I say about these Japanese pitchers, ladies and gentlemen? The Japanese pitchers have just not been good. And it brings up a Chun Sung Ho. Miyagi struggling. Again, there are 2 outs, though. Yeah, DJF. Nope, they're going to keep him out there. The reason why I called wild pitch is because the pitcher on the mound struggles with walks and struggles also with a little bit of control. As in, he usually throws a wild pitch every game. So, got to call with the wild pitch. So, we'll have a pinch runner here. Gubon Hyuk over at first base, pinch running for OG Wan. He'll stay in and play shorts. He literally plays every single position. As that is in there for a strike. They make the motion. They check balls and like foul tips, balls and strikes, making calls at home. The people that say, "Oh, if you have a ABS system, then there won't be any need for umpires," and that is far, far, far from true. right, the 1-1 pitch. That is a ball, 2-1. Warming up in the bullpen is a lefty and a righty. Yeah, the umpires have the microphone that tells them which one, and they also obviously control foul tips, hit by pitches, uh, plays at the plate, whether there's check swings or anything like that. As the 2-1 is in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Chun Song Ho, 1 for 2 on the day, a 4-5-6 ground out, a stolen base, and a single with a walk. Big Jung Hyun, I can't believe he's still pitching. All right, here we go. The runner on first, and that is going to be ripped and just took foul. I know way too much. I'll say that. Yeah, the again, I'm air quoting here. The experts, uh, they don't look at the game the same way I do. The 2-2 pitch, he goes down, fish away and foul away. Ball number 3 stays 2-2. That's not. Yeah, the TVing stream is so slow. So I think ABS system should be 100% adopted in every single league that has the funds for it. As the 2-2 slaps that foul, he waited on it as long as he could. It would have been a ball, but the fact that he got a piece of that. No, ABS system is fantastic. I think the whole framing thing is a awful argument. You're rewarding the catcher for being able to cheat the game, but you're not rewarding the batter for knowing the strike zone. As the 2-2 is a ground ball up the middle, 4-6 ground outs will end the inning. We will go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 7-2. They add a couple. Because Brian, I live in Korea, so I'm watching on regular TV. If you're actually on the YouTube channel, so that my YouTube stream is actually like a few seconds faster than the SOOP stream, because of the SOOP servers are a little slower than the YouTube servers. So like a lot of people before this year would watch the game on SOOP and listen to my KBO my broadcast on YouTube, because it would be a little ahead of the SOOP call or the SOOP actual audio or video. But now, since this year I can stream on SOOP again, my SOOP stream is a little bit slower. So, but it's still faster than those other your FanDuel, your King Bets or whatever. Yeah, and TVing is like Netflix. What Arpo was saying there, TVing is like Netflix. It's the uh, like a streaming provider. They have the KBO national broadcast rights, the internet broadcast rights. But there's like a 15-second delay, and it's super slow. But anyway, we've got the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up for Samsung. Oh man. They finally got some hits. All right, out on the mound now. We've got a Kim Yu Young out on the mound. A 6 games, 4.1 innings, a 12.46 ERA. Yes, you heard that right, guys. A 12.46 ERA. And that's way outside. Don't want to know. And then he throws it back to second base. And this is where it gets interesting. EJ Hyun home run. We'll see, Arpo. And he sets up on the inside. Another ball. And now you see why he has an ERA of 12. MLB, I'm a Cardinals fan. KBO, I don't have a team. The 2-0 is a swing and a miss at ball 3. Oh, it's a 2-1. EJ1 in left now. Chun Sung Ho in right. Young Ben over. So many changes in that lineup. I'll try to get it all fixed as the game is going on here. All right, here we go. The 2-1 pitch. Pops him up. Left fielder, center fielder. Center fielder calls him off at the last minutes. And that's one away. All right, so we've got a few changes here. EJ1 in left. Hong Chang Ki is out. In his spot in the lineup is going to be Young Bin, I believe is who that was. Yep, Young Bin. I'll get the positions changed also. And Shea Hyung Woo looks at ball 1 low, 1-0. And he lays off of that, but it does catch the bottom of the zone, and it's all right. Right. There we go. And that one is way, way outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite MB Korean or Japanese team. I did go to back in November. I went to Japan to watch the Team Korea versus Team Japan. So I did pick up a Giants hat. And, that misses up high, 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch, that's grounded foul, runs the count full, 3-2. So I do have a Giants NPB hat. All right, a 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. I mean, it has its challenges. I find it's better. I find it's more relaxing. I find it's I don't know. I find it simpler. Coming up for the Twins is going to be the 7, 8, 9 hitters. That one is way up and in, and 1-0 to Diaz. And Diaz, 1 for 3 on the day with a couple strikeouts. 2 RBI single will put him on the board and put him up. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Yeah, Twins will have the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up. And the 1-1 pitch misses way, way outside at 2-1. Here we go. The 2-1 pitch to Diaz sets up right at the waist. A swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Lions Diaz. Lions Diaz. And the 2-2 pitch catches him looking right down the middle. Couldn't get any more middle than that, so we'll go to the 8th inning. It's 7-2. That was the most middle that we've seen all day. Oh, there we go. A 1-2-3 inning. That's the first 1-2-3 inning that since the first inning. Both teams went 1-2-3 in the first inning. Three run. Yeah, but you got to realize that he may have a 12 ERA, but that means he could have given up 2 runs in a 1 inning and only pitched, 4 innings or something like that. We will have the 7th inning. Young Ben will get his first at bat of the day. He took over at third base when Chun Sung Ho went into right field because Hong Chang-gi came out because Hong Chang-gi has just not been playing well. I'm still trying to find out what happened with Moon Sung-ju, but yeah, not sure what happened with Moon Sung-ju. But those of you guys watching, if you're watching on SOOP, please hit the thumbs up button. That is a recommendation or an up, very important on SOOP. Also, if you want to follow me, watch or so that you know where I'm at and when I'm streaming, hit the little star button. As coming back here, Baek Jung-hyun out on the mound. 6 games, 6.2 innings, 1 win, 1 loss, a 2.70 ERA, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks. The starting pitcher today for the Kiwoom Heroes, Anu Jin, is probably the next player that will go to the MLB. He's without a doubt the best pitcher in the KBO, the best Korean pitcher, I should say. There's a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-1 on ball 1. Yeah, Anu Jin, he throws 160 effortlessly. He had elbow surgery, and when he had his elbow surgery, he finished his military duty, a swing and a miss there on ball 2, and it's 0-2. Just go up there hacking, Young Ben. Just go up there hacking. Yeah, why throw the ball anywhere near the strike zone if you're going to swing at that stuff? 1-2 in the dirt, and he finally doesn't swing at a ball, and it's 1-2 now. Just going up there, swinging and hacking. Yeah, he does it effortlessly. He does it constantly. A 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He swung at a pitch in the zone, ladies and gentlemen. But that's a 1 away. After him, I would say the next person. I don't think there is one, honestly. All right, Park Dong-won steps in now. Looks at the ball 1 low. 1-0. A single in his first at bat, a double in his second, but then no, Iju Hun is pinch hitting here. LG is just giving up, I guess. A 100. 1.6 kilometers per, or yeah, 1.6 kilometers per mile per hour. And the 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, and another pitch that isn't in the zone. I mean, why even bother throwing a pitch near the zone if they're going to be swinging at everything that's way out of the zone? And it definitely looks like LG is just given up. They've taken out their left fielder, their right fielder, their third baseman, their shortstop. their catcher, as that misses low, ball one. And the 1-2 pitch coming up here. Shinmin J 0 for 3 has not had a good day. That's in there for a strike. He's actually not had a good season. Hitting 175 after winning the Gold Glove in the KBO last year as a second baseman. The Gold Glove is the best offensive player in the KBO, as that is going to be a ground ball. The second baseman makes the play as he goes to his knees, gets back up, and that is 1, 2, 3. Both teams went 1, 2, 3 in the first inning, and then now we've got back-to-back 1, 2, 3s. Those are the only 4 1, 2, 3s in this game. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 7-2 Samsung. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. That was awful pitching, or not pitching. That was awful watching that display of offensiveness. All right, so 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up for Samsung. There's what, you haven't heard anything yet, Arpo? All right, bottom of the 9th inning. This is when all the teams have their little special chants and cheers. The most exciting time of the game. All right, out on the mound, facing Yuji Hyuk. And misses outside. Kim Jin Soo. Last year, 5 innings in 4 games, an ERA of 9. First game of the season. And that's in there for a strike. 1-1. And here we go. The 1-1 pitch just sets up right at the thighs. And a big breaking curveball in there for a strike. 1-2. El Dorado. Is that the song? And he lifts that one up. A left fielder goes over a little bit, makes the catch. And that's 1 away. Feels like both teams are just trying to get done. I don't even know how you do it on Soup. I know there's like a ad balloon and then there's a sponsor balloon. I don't even know what it is. All right, the Jun Byung-woo, 2 for 3 on the day. A big solo or 3-run shots back in the 4th inning to make it 5-0. Looks at ball 1 there. Arpo, I believe you're lying. The 1-0 pitch. That's a misses outside at 2-0. I believe the most popular one isn't that Lotte, the Galmegi or whatever. The 2-0 is low, 3-0. I think the most sung or whatever is the Busan Galmegi or whatever. He was saying earlier it's the Yankees and Lions here. That is right down the middle for a get me over fastball. Gets over, it's fast, and it's well, not a ball. Here we go, the 3-2 pitch, a 3-1 pitch. That is in there. I told you it was going to be 3-2. Runs the count full. 6 full count of the day for Samsung. They do have a walk, but outside of that, it's been strikeouts and groundouts. And the 3-2 pitch just gets a piece of that. Beautiful breaking ball there. He just wants to keep wearing the blue, Arpo. Garcia. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Garcia had the parlay. All right, the 3-2 just catches the inside corner and another strikeout looking. That's a 2 strikeouts, well, back-to-back strikeouts that we're looking. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 looking strikeouts today for Samsung. All right, to Kang Min Ho will step in now. 0 for 2 on the day. Walked and scored a run in his last at bat. He looks at a ball on there. So again, those of you watching, please hit the little star next to my name. That allows you to follow me, as that one is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Allows you to follow me on Soup. Otherwise, please subscribe over on YouTube. And those of you on Soup, the little thumbs up button, that is called an upper recommendation. It's vastly important over on Soup. And that was the ugly looking swing. That was absolutely ugly. Yeah, why using Yoon Jung Ben? I've never seen him actually play well. Is the 1-2 is another breaking ball, catches him looking. He has got a nasty curveball, ladies and gentlemen. But LG is going to need 5 runs for him to come back out as we go to the top of the 9th. LG down to their final 3 outs. Dude is filthy. Like watching Adam Wainwright with the old Uncle Charlie. That curveball is ridiculous. Everybody giving up on it. He can start it way above the zone and get it to break in at the top, or start it in the middle of the zone and watch everybody flail and swing at pitches that are in the dirt. Yeah, if you want to really sweat your money, then the KBO is where you should be putting it. It is never an easy win. no matter what anyone says. That's why again, I laugh at all of these, the betting experts. I laugh at all these betting experts that talk about knowing everything about the KBO or all these guys is bringing out the closer. Why not? 5-run lead. Let's bring out the closer. Kim Jae-yoon out on the mound now. Bringing out the closer with a 5-run lead. This is the KBO, ladies and gentlemen. First pitch is popped up. Center fielder under it. On away. One pitch, 1 out, just the way you drew it up. EJ Wan now steps in. EJ Wan again hitting, I think, about to 69. Not 169, not 269, not 369, not 690, just 69. 0 for 1 on the day with a backwards K. And the first pitch pops it foul. Out of play, 0 and 1. All right, the 0-1 pitch sets up a right at the belt. Way up high, 1 and 1. Oh, the other games just getting underway. And that misses up high, 2 and 1. Here we go. The 2-1 pitch just sets up on the outside, just above the knees. And he catches him looking at it, and it's 2 and 2. But it doesn't really matter at this point, I don't think, Arpo. 5-run lead, 1 out. So you've got not a lot's going on for LG. Samsung gonna make sure that they remain in first place at the end of this week, as that is fouled off. Stays 2 and 2. LG gave up a couple innings ago when they took out when they put EJ Wan in and took out Moon Sung Ju, unless there was some random injury. Yeah, that's what I said. The 2-2 catches him looking for another strikeout. Looking, please, somebody get EJ Wan a hitting coach. So DJF, I said at the beginning of the game that I would have taken Samsung, because Samsung's offense is just so much better in Daegu. KBO experts are just trying to steal your money. And that is fouled straight back. 0 and 1. Austin Dean had an RBI double and a run scored in his last at bats. 1 for 4. Yeah, why not? They got their tickets. Here we go. The 0-1 pitch just sets up at the knees. Pops it foul. 0 and 2. All right, here we go. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Are they going to throw it in the other batter's box? That is my prediction, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if I am correct. A right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. 0-2 count. Do they throw the pitch in the other batter's box? Look at that. He sets up in the other batter's box, and he throws it into the other batter's box. Ladies and gentlemen, please follow me for all of your KBO needs. That is what you call a KBO expert, ladies and gentlemen. Knowing where the next pitch is going to be after you saw the first pitch. as the 1-2 pitch. It taps the glove on the ground again, and that one is low, 2-2. Here we go, the 2-2 pitch. And he lays off of it, goes from 0-2 to 3-2 because they're trying to get cute. Austin with a RBI double last at bat with the full counts. LG a three. Here we go, the 3-2 pitch. And that is going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. Underhand toss to the pitcher, steps on the bag, and that will be the end of the game. 1, 2, 3 go the LG Twins in the last 2 innings. 1, 2, 3 go the Samsung Lions in the last of the innings, and that will be it for the game. Samsung got out early into the big lead in the 5th inning. Really was able. Well, make sure you tell your friends. Again, you can, if you're on Twitter, I'm on there. You can retweets and do all of that stuff. I'm on Instagram, on TikTok, all the same names. Everyone is the same name. YouTube, all of that stuff. So, yeah. Really, I mean, yeah, that's what I would do, Arpo. I would definitely be going to watch Anu Jin pitch if I was going to watch another game. But yeah, O'Loughlin ended up getting automatically ejected back in the top of the 4th inning for hitting OG Wan in the head. From then, Samsung had to get to 6 outs or 6 innings. They had to get 18 outs from the bullpen. They were able to do it. They were able to go up early in the 4th inning. A leadoff single by EJ Wan, and then a double by Che Hyung-woo, and then a 2 RBI single from Diaz put them up 2-0. Then RG Hyuk with a single moved Diaz over to second base, and then Jun Byung-woo, the big hits, the 3-run shots, put them up 5-0 at the time. That was all they really needed. 5th inning, another leadoff walk, a stolen base from Kim Ji-chan. Ended up being able to come home on the Che Hyung-woo single. RBI single allowed them to go up 6-0. And then in the 6th inning, a walk to Kang Min-ho ended up coming home on the Kim Hun-gon RBI triple, putting them up 6-0 or 7-0 at the time. LG was able to add a couple runs in the 7th inning. Started with a hit by pitch, stole a base with the pinch runner there, and then Austin finally came through with a RBI double, came around to score on the wild pitch after the 3-1 ground out, moved him to third, came around on the wild pitch, which I called, as we will talk about that. But yeah, I mean, honestly, pretty boring game if you ask me. But thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys again. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up, whether it's on YouTube or Soup, whether you're liking it on YouTube or recommending it or upping it on Soup. If you're on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe. That way you can one chat in the room, but also you can know when I go live. If you're on Soup, please, next to my name is a little star. That is how you follow me on Soup. It is extremely important on Soup because Soup is such a small platform. I am the only English speaker that I know of on the platform. I am the only regular English streamer that actually talks about the Korean stuff. So important to make sure you hit the little star there on Soup. It's extremely important for me. But thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow, 2:00 game. I will be doing the Hanwha Eagles and Lotte Giants game. So definitely check in with that. Again, 2 teams that are in the bottom of the standings. But if you want to see pure KBO-ness, those are the 2 teams you want to watch. If you want to watch a game now, I definitely recommending watching the Kiwoom Heroes versus KT Wiz. KT Wiz is number 2 in the league, but they have one of the best pitchers in the league right now in Boschley. He has pitched extremely well so far this year for KT. And you have Anu Jin, who is the best Korean starter in the league. Just came back from almost 3 years off of baseball. He is absolutely fantastic. He is the hardest thrower in the league, and it's not even close. Effortless 100 mile per hour from your starter. So definitely go check those out. And as always, until next time.